Hi, Rodolfo. Welcome to the BlockHash podcast live. How you doing?
Thank you, Brandon. Very well. Thank you here from El Salvador today.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Argentina.
Argentina?
Yep.
Where in Argentina?
Buenos Aires, actually, which is the capital of Argentina.
Mhm.
And I've been in the space since 2011 already.
Okay. How long have you been in Buenos Aires? Or did you grow up there?
Yes, yes. Actually, now I'm planning if I'm moving ahead, if I'm moving abroad or not. But I really like my country and I really like my place in Buenos Aires. So
I've been there too. It's a beautiful city. I love it. It's huge too. Like I was surprised the first time I went.
yes, it happens when people like us that travels around, no, and start seeing as a tourist, yes, the different cities, and you go back to
Hmm.
your city and see Buenos Aires with a tourist approach. I really realize that it's a very nice city to see and to be, and it's a very cultural place and big and
Hmm.
it's a very nice city.
Yeah, I was surprised how diverse it was. How many Europeans were living there. There's a lot of Italian neighborhoods, German neighborhoods, a lot of French and Italian architecture and sculptures and designs. Pretty, very, very cool.
Lots of French architecture, like, like the biggest kind of architecture you will see in the main streets of Buenos Aires,
Hmm.
and then you have these small cities like Palermo and stuff like that. That is very
Hmm.
very
Oh, I've been to Palermo.
yes, it's very cool to enjoy the south. Hundreds of small restaurants and music and yes, it's a nice place. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful there. Hopefully, I get to go back again soon. Um, but anyways, what's your story, man? How did you get into this space? How did you get into crypto? It's a crazy world. What was the thing that got you involved?
Actually, it's a unique story. I'm
Hmm.
in Bitcoin since 1997. Yes, I wrote a project called bitcoins.com in 1997. I registered the domain in year 2000,
Hmm.
and in the year 2011, someone tried to buy me the domain bitcoins.com. So I started to understand what was this about, and finally, time later, I sold the domain to Empty Box.
Hmm.
So understanding about Bitcoin when no one spoke about Bitcoin or everything that you could read about Bitcoin was negative or very technical, yes, made me need to go very deeper into the understanding and, and doing a process of believing um, if this had some future and to negotiate the domain and stuff like that. So then I started to be a Bitcoiner. Yes, initially a trader, then I stopped being a trader, and I became a promoter.
Got it. Got it. That sounds like an interesting story. And you're doing this conference now, right, across Latin America. How did you come to put that together?
Actually, it's the longest running conference in the world.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
there's no other conference that started in 2013 that keeps running since then. That
Hmm.
that's running since then. Um, and actually it made sense. Yes, in 2013 I started the Bitcoin Argentina NGO, the first NGO in Latin America, and one of the first also in the world. And at the end of the year, we decided to do a. We went to. I went to the first big conference that occurred in also in the world, which was in San Diego. Yes, we
Hmm.
met in San Diego in 2013. I met lots of people there, and I perceived that Argentina was understood like a big opportunity for Bitcoin, and because of we had like the Corralito, which is something that it's like what's happened in Greece back in 2015, where people couldn't take the money out from the bank, or people couldn't get easy access to dollars like happens in other countries. So everyone in the Bitcoin space back in 2013, 14 were like, oh, Argentina could be the big opportunity for growth of this technology. So I brought the very top players in the space into Argentina at the end of 2013, and that placed a high bar to the event every single year from there on, and we've done it in Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Chile, Colombia. Uruguay, yes, and this year we're doing it in El Salvador. This is the ninth LABITCONF,
Hmm.
and Salvador is a very special place.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Have you done them in Colombia before?
Yeah,
I'm in Colombia right now, actually, and I was actually very curious if there was ever going to be like a crypto conference or expo or something like that in one of the cities here.
yeah. Actually, we don't tend to repeat countries. Yes,
Hmm.
eventually we go back to a country if there's a specific reason to do it.
Hmm.
We did it twice in Buenos Aires when they changed presidents, and we thought, well, they come with another approach about technology and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But we usually don't repeat. So I don't know if we will go back to Colombia, and this is because we like to seed. We don't harvest. Yes, it's like we've been there. We teach. I hope and we know that several like projects started based on what we've been talking and the opportunities that we left there. And if someone wants to do an event, just go there. And yes, we have a partner event which is called, not from us, but it's a friend and a partner, which is called Bitcoin Summit Latam, and they also move around different countries. And I don't think we will also be in Colombia. I don't know if they did or they might be in the short term.
Yeah, and you guys have another one coming up pretty soon, right? And you're doing it in El Salvador this time?
Yes, next week. Next week
Oh,
from
that's very fast.
Monday. Yes, from Monday to Sunday
There
to
must
Saturday.
must be a lot of excitement behind that, though, given the fact that El Salvador has made Bitcoin legal tender. So, do you got a lot of people going to that or showing up?
But actually, our event is more focused on the local people than the
Hmm.
international people. Um, but yes, we do have very big players and very big speakers, such as Kaiser and Jason Lop and
Hmm.
Newberry and some even Sam Bankman Fried, yes, the founder of FTX. So anyone who wants to come, they can come. If you were ever planning to go to El Salvador, this is the week to come. Yes, there is my
Hmm.
conference. There is Adopting Bitcoin, which is more focused on Lightning conference too. So I think that on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we will have over 1,000 international people up here. Yes, but not necessarily at my conference because we have a much deeper focus on El Salvador, though the content is also for the other ones.
Yeah. Do you have? So, what's the agenda like? Is it just like a massive speaker series? Do you do like exhibitions for companies and startups, or what's it entail?
You know. The agenda is it's something I write
Uh huh.
down, and then I invite people to fill in the gaps, the spots. Yes, so it's usually never a businesses showing themselves. Yes, it's not. It's usually more like a content driven event,
Hmm.
and then we have our 50 sponsors and booth that people will be able to be and connect with different big brands in the space. But it's mainly, I mean, LABITCONF is by far the number one event in the region. Yes, not
Hmm.
only the longest running in the world, but also the most relevant event in Latin America. Not necessarily the biggest, yes, because we've never been about being the biggest one, but yes, the one that every single big player in the region will use to connect again with the rest of the community, where VCs come and see and watch what's coming on and stuff like that. So you should expect a very interesting agenda. We have, as I said, one of the names I said before, but core devs and CEOs of companies. We have just the confirmation of one of the top CEOs in the world
Hmm.
also coming. I just can't say the name yet, but it's it's a very nice.
Is it one of those conferences that you have to turn up in person, or can you also attend online?
No, actually, you are always welcome to do it online. Yes,
Hmm.
actually, we're also launching. I think today or tomorrow, we're launching an app. where you will be able also to do networking. Yes,
Hmm.
the people in El Salvador, and but you will be able, actually you will be able to see the conference in Bitcoin Magazine. Yes, we are partners of Bitcoin Magazine in this event, and we've been working together with the content, and they will be the one to stream the, the conference outside. Oh, you can register and also get access to the app. You just can go into the Bitcoin Magazine and see the conference there.
Can you pay for a ticket with crypto?
You can only pay tickets with Bitcoin, not with
Oh, I like that.
Bitcoin, only with Bitcoin.
Only with Bitcoin.
Yes, and actually, you can only pay the sponsorships in Bitcoin.
I like that. I like that. That's a good twist.
Actually, it's we're the only conference that plays its prices of
Hmm.
the sponsorship in Bitcoin. Not that you can pay in Bitcoin, that the price of the sponsorship was in Bitcoins. So it didn't matter if Bitcoins went up or down, you needed to
Hmm.
pay one. It was really set.
Got it. If how do you register as someone that wants to come speak at one of those conferences, or that wants to bring a company there, or do a sponsorship, or get some more publicity and connect and network? Is there a
Right,
process to go through for that?
right now, I'm receiving lots of speakers and sponsors willing to attend, and there's no
Hmm.
more. So just don't do it now. Actually, I think I'm removing the contact from
So
the
you have too many.
yeah. Actually, the thing is, we have a long story as a conference. Yes,
Hmm.
from Latin America, so sometimes people from abroad just don't didn't heard about it. Yes, but yes, last year we had Andreas Antonopoulos interviewing Vitalik Buterin. Yes,
Hmm.
that's a good idea. So it's a high level, high tier event. Yes, we have the opening with match case and stuff like that. But but people just writes to speakers at LABITCONF or sponsors at LABITCONF, and, and we check. Usually we invite more than get invitations. Yes. But
Interesting. Interesting.
yes,
Um,
there is another thing about the conference. It's not a
huh.
conference; it's an experience. So
Hmm.
so usually speakers that came to the BitConf outspeak well about the BitConf to other speakers, and so it's one of those events where you want to get invited to.
Got it. Let me ask you a question, since you're kind of running this Latin-based, Bitcoin conference has been around for a long time. What are your thoughts on, Bitcoin and crypto across Latin America? It feels like one of those continents that just hasn't really been tapped into yet for this market, but there's still a lot of desire and a lot of people that want to use it. What do you see the future looking like in Latin America when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto and blockchain?
I think most people, the use case of Bitcoin here is different than the one in Europe and in US.
Hmm.
Um, it did tap into the system, but it taps into a hidden mode eventually, which is more related to the safe spot against their own currencies. It's like a safe spot, and I don't see this being the safe spot for US or Europeans. It's more like an investment spot, yes,
Hmm.
or a store of value as a concept. But here, some people prefer to keep the money in Bitcoin rather than in dollars or in pesos, their own devaluated money. And yes, we do have a very big adoption from people. Yes,
Hmm.
but you see that from people.
Got it. Got it. Um, there seems to be a lot of developments too. I mean, obviously, we all know about El Salvador and them making Bitcoin legal tender. I believe Brazil is still debating whether or not they want to make Bitcoin potentially legal tender in that country. And I know MasterCard has really started to gear up just in case. Do you think it's going to be more common to see, Bitcoin actually be made legal tender or be made currency in a lot of these countries that are still kind of emerging into first world status?
No,
No?
no. I mean, yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes, yes, the expectations to occur,
Hmm.
but it's not about willing to do it. It's about, I mean, it would be needed to
Hmm.
occur, but governments that print their own money, yes, need to keep printing their own money. And El
Hmm.
Salvador does not print their own money, so it would have more it made more sense for El Salvador, yes. But
Hmm.
other countries where it makes more sense because of inflation, because of it, the country needs to keep like the sole currency being their own devaluating currency because they need to create debt and print money. And
Hmm.
if they have a better option than the money that they print,
Hmm.
they will be have concerns.
Gotcha. Um, One more question, and then we'll kind of start to wrap it things up a bit. But do you have plans to expand this conference outside of Latin America in the future, or do you want to just keep it to the region and focused on what it's always does well?
It's for the region, and I want
Okay.
to do it outside of the region. Actually, we do partner with other conferences, yes,
Hmm.
and Chain and other conferences, but it's a region focused event.
Okay.
Actually, it's for, it's for making the Latin American countries believe that they can lead also and not just be followers of
Hmm.
what's happening abroad.
Got it. That makes sense. Do you guys only do it once a year, or do you do it? Okay, just once a year.
Once a year, just for fun,
Okay,
for
once a
life.
year, just for fun. Only in Bitcoin. Okay, perfect. Got it. Rodolfo, thank you for taking the time to come on the podcast and explain the conference, the fact that it's coming up very soon. It's very exciting. I've went through the website. You guys got a very interesting speaker lineup. People, attending, wanting to network and kind of share more on Bitcoin. So it's very exciting. I'm going to see if I can attend it as well.
Sure.
But thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come on and really explain more about it.
Okay, remember, it's for those who haven't heard yet about this,
Hmm.
is www.labitconf.com. Okay,
Perfect. I'll make sure that that's in the episode description below so they know where to go. Anyways, talk to you again in the future, man.
thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao.